All right, let's go. Ayo, we're three hot guys sharing our opinions because we're special and different. Gold medals, we're winning. Can't help it if we're burdened by our intellect. You can play checkers while we pretend we know the rules to chess. The council has spoken, and we are the chosen. Your nose is broken because I broke it.
This sucks.
And welcome back to another episode of Will of the Council. It's your boy Joseph. I've got Jordan in the booth.
The bed shut itself off again, everybody. I know this, we talked about this before, but I didn't get any sleep last night because my dystopia bed stopped working. I'm in hell.
We've got Danny, who is stuck in an inclined position.
Hey guys, I'm kind of stuck in the bed right now. You're just gonna have to deal with my voice like this.
Yeah, okay.
It's at a 180-degree angle. It feels not bad, honestly. And once Amazon figures out how to fix it, I'll be back in the jiffy.
And we've got Becky on the ones and twos. We are talking about, that's right, folks, an update to the story that we broke a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we broke
about
it.
the AI. Yeah, we were the first ones to ever talk about it. We were talking about the AI bed. Do you guys remember the AI bed?
Love the AI
God, do
bed, man.
I ever? It's my favorite.
To bring our our casual viewers, as it were, up to speed, here's the short of it. There is this bed, I think it's called the 8 Sleep program, that is connected to the internet at all times and uses AI to like determine how to effectively raise or lower the temperature of your bed and the incline of your bed, right?
Yes.
Now you might be thinking to yourself, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to you, I would say, sorry that you don't embrace the future.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this bed was plagued with issues from the outset, and that's because it requires like a big cooling tank right next to your bed so that it can make it colder.
Tank.
And the cooling tank just leaked everywhere.
It looks like
and if your
shit.
Wi-Fi went down in the middle of the night, it like, drove a steel spike up your back. There were people talking about how they disagreed with the AI about how they should be sleeping and they didn't know like how to do a manual override. And the funniest part, of course, was that everyone talked about it the same way they talk about like being in a cult. You know how all the like Web 3.0 guys talk? They were like, the revolution in sleep is coming.
Yeah.
You spend 1/3 of your life asleep. So why wouldn't you spend 1/3 of your annual income on a subscription service that tells you how to sleep better?
Oh, wait, that's true. Wait, I do spend a lot of time sleeping.
Genius marketing for the dumbest people ever, you know?
I should invest in my sleep.
I mean, on one hand, I do have to say that I think the AI as a tool is actually honestly not bad. I think a lot of people just dismiss out hand the possibilities that AI opens up. It is probably the best thing that's ever been invented at stealing money from idiots.
Yes.
It's like the most effective moron redistribution tool in human history.
Yes.
Yeah.
It both takes money to morons and gives it to other
To other
morons. It's a
morons,
completely self-contained moronic circle.
Yeah, they're just passing
And
the
on
money
that
back
note-
to each other like Nvidia to all the other stocks.
It's that gif of the guys like passing the
go.
same $20 to each
There you
other
go.
over and over again. But the reason we're bringing it up again is because there has been an update in the world of always online bed technology. And that is, if you guys don't know this, Amazon controls about half the internet. A significant amount of internet infrastructure is built on AWS, which is Amazon's web service. It's a series of hosting tools that a shitload of websites use. And I think for the first time almost ever, yesterday, there was a monumental problem.
Right.
And like huge portions of the internet and infrastructure went down. I mean, this was scary in and of itself, of course,
Right.
because it's crazy to think that like so much is connected to this one piece of critical infrastructure and how that infrastructure is under the purview of a private corporation. Very scary shit.
Yep.
Unfortunately, also very funny shit
So
because as a result of the AWS outage, the always online beds fucked up.
Yes. So that's the thing I actually want to dive a little bit into before we talk about the bed itself. So the AWS outage, just to kind of put it in like a contextual framework here, it affected like Reddit and what were some of the other websites that I saw this happening sort of glancing past it as it was on the timeline. But do you guys know what other like websites this thing disrupted. It was a lot. Like,
Oh, it was
big-
everything. I mean, almost everything. Reddit, Snapchat, Ring was affected, which is like really funny. Those
Yeah.
like private camera
Yeah,
software
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, almost all of the streaming services, Apple TV was down, Hulu was down, but also like a lot of shit like Zoom and Microsoft Teams. A really funny one was that Fortnite was off for most of the day. Yeah, Starbucks was like totally fucked. Like the physical locations were having trouble. Spotify stopped working. Venmo stopped working. Also horrifying, you know? A lot of people do their business there.
Yep. Yeah.
Lyft and Uber were down.
DoorDash,
Holy
Google,
shit, I didn't know about that. Oh, yeah, okay. This was a much
Yeah,
bigger
no, it
scope
was
than
just
even
like-
I knew.
Netflix.
I mean, when people say, you know, we can't go back to the way the world was in 2005, I think we could. We just need to find Mr. Amazon Web Services and take him out back, you know?
Right.
But no, I mean, like a lot of these businesses, they do all of their business on Zoom. A lot of people take all of their money through Venmo. You know, it has an associated banking app. This was a big fucking deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal because this was the first time AWS has had issues before. Like it's not, you know, every company will have something go wrong, right?
It's not foolproof.
Right. It's not foolproof, but AWS is pretty good at handling it. You know, I've worked at like, you know, a SaaS company and we've had some of our sites and things go down due to AWS having issues, but it was never for this long, this global, and this many sites affected. So it was like huge. And then they fixed it, more context, they fixed it for half the nation, but the Northeast was like still affected. So like this also affected like Alexa. So if you try to like turn on your lights, it just didn't work. I was like, Alexa, can you turn on the lights? And then, sorry for all the listeners who might have gotten their Alexas turned on by that. And then it was just like, not computing. Try again later. And I'm like, what?
Oh my God, that's so funny. Like,
It was so awesome.
Maybe we should tie just like core functionalities of living to always online service needs.
To bring it back to the bed. So the bed has to be online or else it gets fucked.
Awesome.
All right.
Just awesome.
Amazing.
This Twitter post comes from Michael Zimmerman. Is 16 gigabytes a month a normal amount of telemetry? Can you not do any local computing of get hot or get cold with a multi-core processor and multiple gigabytes of memory? Can you just repeat the previous night's settings? And he has posted the data transfer from his bed, and it's fucking hilarious. It's bad enough that you slapped a $200 a year subscription on things. Worse that it doesn't work without internet. So if you check, his bed has transmitted over what appears to be the course of under a month, almost 17 gigabytes of data with a huge valley where AWS was down. And I imagine he had to sleep on the fucking couch or something because the bed was on the moon and the temperature of the sun. Like, here's one from Brandon. Brandon 2577 4008 says, would be great if my bed wasn't stuck in an inclined position due to the AWS outage. Come on.
Oh my God. Like,
That's so
They got his ass
awesome.
folded up like a taco because he was offline.
He was like, I usually put that position for my gaming. Now I can't sleep.
Yeah, I was shrimping in bed. That's not fair. The CEO of 8 Sleep, Matthew, and I swear to God, I'm not making this name up. Matteo Franceschetti.
Awesome.
Franceschetti
Yep.
is his name.
Yep.
Joseph, do me a favor. Can you read his bio real quick?
Yeah. Sleep nerd, biohacker, tennis and motorsport enthusiast. CEO 8 Sleep. We power human performance through optimal sleep. Mia by way of NYC and Italian flag.
Dude, I'm going to start calling myself a biohacker.
Yeah.
I don't want to come off as freightophobic, but if you are
Be careful.
like a startup CEO, your last name can't be Shetty. It can't be like, how's your product? It's kind of shitty. All right. The AWS outage has impacted some of our users since last night, disrupting their sleep. That is not the experience we want to provide, and I want to apologize for it.
Well,
That's
I'm
awesome.
glad he's
First
sorry.
off, being like,
Yeah.
well, it is a bed. We do want you to be able to fall asleep. We are taking 2 main actions. One, we are restoring all the features as AWS comes back. I do like he's like, we're taking 2 main actions. One, we're waiting for it to come back on. That's important. that we do. All devices are currently working with some experiencing data processing delays. And 2, we are currently outage proofing your pod experience. And we will be working tonight 24/7 until that is done. more updates soon. It's awesome that they shipped it without an offline.
Yeah, how?
They were like, no, baby.
Like, how?
I like to imagine that when it goes offline, instead of just like continuing whatever was already happening, they're like a big red glow lights up under it, and it's like, warning, warning, you are no longer receiving optimal sleep.
Stay in position. Do not move.
You will be constricted in place until internet service resumes.
It intention, like the offline protection. He said it just folds you in on yourself so you can't leave.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like from a cartoon. It's like SpongeBob himself is getting squished in his bed. Like, it's something I can't imagine
It turns
happening.
it all the way down to 0 degrees Kelvin so that you're cryogenically frozen until they implement
Until
a
the
fix.
internet comes back.
Yeah.
And then it slowly warms you up and you're like, what happened? Is everything okay?
What's that? The last remnants of humanity. We left this planet a long time ago. We fought each other for resources and, well, let's just say it didn't end well. Then what are all those blinking lights? There was this fucking bed and they're waiting for Amazon Web Services to turn back on.
Well, where do we sleep, honey? Do you like the shrimp position?
I love this. There's a lot of geniuses in the comments too that are like, what if you implemented a local remote that you could control both the hardness and the temperature of your bed, like by yourself, so that if the AI goes out, you can just set them to what you believe is comfortable. And I'm like, they're inventing a sleep number bed.
Yeah,
this is technology that's existed since 1970. Like, what are you talking about?
It's so awesome.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't even remember if I talked about this the last time we talked about the fucking AI bed, but this is why people are reverting back, right? You see people that are like, I don't want a new car.
Yes.
I'm going to intentionally find a car that was made in like 2002.
That doesn't have a fucking iPad
God.
in the center console.
Do I need the iPad baby TV on my car? Like, do I need to play Xbox? Fuck.
I'm currently embroiled in this struggle. I'm like, you're telling me I have to navigate an iPad to change the gear of the car? No, what? Give me the Prindle.
Where's
Yes.
the handle? Park, drive.
I
That's
do not
it.
want to have to touch something that does not have haptic feedback of any kind. I need a physical fucking dial and a knob. Like, so that way when I'm not looking at I can keep my eyes on the fucking road and turn the AC on. Like, how did it get this bad, man? It's just, we always talk about this always online shit in the vein of gaming, right? Everybody hates that games always require you to have an internet connection now, which does suck.
It's
but
annoying.
they want to do that with everything. Like,
right, because
bro.
like, you're like, okay, like that sucks, but it's defensible in the sense that it makes sense because the game goes online. It's a video
Sure.
game on a PC. You're like, all right, like it's annoying and frustrating, but you know, it's a game, right? Like, it's not like I need to eat with this or whatever. This is like, I'm sleeping. I'm going to bed.
I had to get a CPAP a couple of years ago, and this was in the middle of the microchip shortage, if you remember that.
Yes.
And I remember they were like, it's going to be a while till we can get you a machine. And I was like, why is that? And they're like, well, the way that the machines are produced now, they send real-time data to your primary care provider through a microchip and an internet connection. And I was like, oh. And they were like, the old versions, you would have an SD card, and then at your general checkup, you just hand them your SD card. And I was
Okay,
like,
well, that sounds so
do
much
you have
better.
any of those? And they were like, I guess we do.
I guess
And I've just been
so.
using that one for like 5 years. I'm like,
no
good shit,
what the
dude.
fuck?
Good shit.
God,
No,
man.
it was just like, no, it's impossible to get and it sucks ass. Like I don't know. And the bed I think is a perfect example of this. It's like, it is a solution in search of a problem, but the more embarrassing one for this is that it's a problem we already solved. There's 1,000 beds that are customizable in this way.
Yes.
This one just has AI branding. You can upload your fucking pictures of a monkey that you bought in 2021 to the server mainframe.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to be a crotchety old man about this, but it just seems like the value in AI. I hear people talk all the time about like the value of AI technology, and I don't doubt that it has a ton of uses basically as a more effective search engine, right?
Right.
Like, certainly I see the value in that. But almost every other application of this technology has been, we just built something that already exists and then connected it to the internet. And it's like, I don't need that, actually.
Yeah.
That's not something I actually need at all.
Right.
Yeah, this is not improving my quality of life. You're like,
It's like what they were doing with coffee makers like 10 years ago when they were like, every coffee maker has to be Wi-Fi enabled and have a touchscreen. And it's like, no, actually, it doesn't. Actually, dumb items are allowed to be dumb.
Exactly. The coffee maker should make me coffee. I'm sorry. Like, I also sound like a crotchety old man. And like, I really love tech. Like, I don't want to get it twisted because like, I love exploring new tech. I love like my
Danny
new PCs
is a tier 3
or whatever.
Marcus Brownlee sub.
Yeah. Okay, I don't like tech that much. But growing up, you know, it was so cool because my dad was always like, look what I got. And it was like a BlackBerry was like crazy. And I was like, whoa, that's so cool. And so like, I've always had a positive thought with tech, but certain things I'm like, this is ridiculous. Why does it take me 30 minutes to make, you know, like push a button where if I bought a coffee maker, I just put the thing in and then you make the coffee. It puts the hot water in. It's not hard.
yeah, I think technology can peak. You know, I think there are inventions that we just did the best of that, you know? The regular ass, normal
true.
ass coffee maker that you can pour in the water, put in the grounds, and hit one button is like great.
It's
you know?
awesome.
And then
It's
there's
easy.
if you wanna get extra chungus mode with it, you can get the ones that have the built-in coffee grinder, so you can do whole
Right.
beans too. Like, okay, you're
Or
epic.
like-
You can spend a little more for that too.
I have one that has a single serving thing. And so you put a little bit of coffee and it does the little bit of water to make one cup instead of a whole carafe.
Yeah.
That's interesting and good. I can still make the coffee with a big carafe, you know, like whatever.
I was scrolling on Twitter while we were having this conversation, and I came across this, which is when your water purifier doesn't function because it's connected to AWS.
No.
And it is, like we were talking about, a dipshit machine that doesn't need to be online, currently displaying a 503 unavailable error.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't need my fridge. Like, there's gonna be Frigidaire is gonna rebrand to Frigidaire, and then the AI in Dare is gonna be capital AI.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the internet's gonna go out and all my food is gonna go bad because the fridge, for whatever reason, shuts itself off when there's no internet. Like,
I'm sorry.
Dude.
Shutting fridge off. I'm so idiotic and
Such
stupid.
an idiot. I can't keep your
I'm
food
such a
cold.
dumb fridge.
I'm so dumb. It's just like the AI thought spiral.
You gotta get. We'll put up. What is it? It's like Claude or Gemini or whatever. The one that kills itself.
Yeah, Gemini.
Yes, it's Gemini.
You just
Gemini.
go like, "Hey Gemini, this coffee is a little bitter today. I'm fucking sorry. I'm so
sorry.
fucking
I'm so
sorry.
fucking
I'll never
sorry."
make coffee again. In fact, I've outsourced myself to a local Starbucks who will be preparing your coffee from now on. Throw me in the fucking trash."
I've just coded a
I've used your
self-destruct
credit
function
card.
into myself immediately as we spoke. I failed you. I'm exploding now. And then your whole
I
house
bought you
burns
coffee.
down.
I bought you the DoorDash. I tipped them $10. What?
Man.
It's so good. I was helping my mom with the garage door, and like we had to set up the app and put the garage door on the Wi-Fi, and it was like cha-ching, cha-chong, cha-ching, cha-chong, and I'm like, please God.
Dude, garage door. Okay, a garage door is something you desperately do not want to be connected to the fucking internet. Like,
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
but they
I'm gonna
sell
come up
it.
to your house to rob you. I'm gonna walk up to your house and be like, "Hey, garage door, can you please compute this equation?" And then I'll show it like an anomalous factor that'll cause it to like explode itself.
I AI generate my mom's voice, and I'm like, open the garage, and then it opens like
The lock-picking lawyers of 2050 are just gonna be YouTube poopers. Please open the garage door.
sentence mixing.
No, but seriously, garage. Okay, do you guys, Joseph? You own a house. Danny, you don't own a house yet. Joseph, you own a
No,
house.
but you know, my mom's place.
Oh, okay, yeah. So have you ever like had the power go out when your car is in the garage and you can't get the car out of the garage because
Yes.
the power went out? That
We had
shit
to handle
sucked.
it. It sucks. We had
It's
to
not
like
great.
physically lift up the garage door
You
and then
can,
like
yeah.
push it up.
It has a function for that, but like imagine if that happened triply so because the internet went out. Like, fuck,
Can't open
man.
garage. Well, let me open it. No. Just starts fighting.
You are not
with me.
online. You have not paid
Wrong.
for premium mode for
True.
offline usage. You must watch one FanDuel ad to open the garage door manually.
We're back.
All right, you ready to get into the posts?
Yes. Get me out of the 8 sleep pod. 16 gigs.
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at the joke we made the last time we talked about 8 sleep, where if you don't pay for 8 sleep premium, the AI bed beams FanDuel ads into your dreams.
Before you can fuck my nasty ass pussy, I need you to watch 8 ads for Raycon earbuds in a row.
You're like having a dream about fucking Wonder Woman, and then the FanDuel ad plays.
You're having like a Lord of the Rings themed dream, and you're like, yes, for the age of men, and you look over and you go, oh my god, is that Garroth from Raid Shadow Legends? And he's like, that's right. I'm available right when you wake up.
Luke, you gotta shoot the missiles into the Death Star, but first, want a break from the ads?
Shut the okay,
Shut up!
fucking hell.
All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. Post.
This first one comes from Am I the Asshole? It is 10 hours old. Fresh.
Very fresh. Nice and fresh.
Thank you.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to pay my friend $2,000 for watching my cat?
Holy shit.
Fuck!
Okay, so first up, I mean, is the cat a real asshole? Because, like,
Yeah.
that's...
Is this like Pokemon's cat? Like, is this like, we're watching a celebrity's cat here?
Yeah, true.
All right, here we go. Hi, I, 26F, was deployed for 6 months. My male coworker, who I thought I was friends with, awesome turn of phrase here,
Amazing.
agreed to take care of my cat while I was gone. No money was agreed or promised before I left. During the time, I paid for her expenses, and he told me them. When I got back, I picked her up and gave her $300 because I considered this a favor from a friend. They did not like the amount and wanted $2,000. In their words, the pet care center, nearest border, costs $20 a day, so they should be given $10 a day because of the effort involved in taking care of the cat. She stayed at their house with their other pet during the time, so they didn't have to travel to take care of her. Am I the asshole for not wanting to pay them $2,000? I obviously now realize this person is not a friend, and I no longer will consider them as such and treat them only as a coworker.
Owned.
Okay. How long? Okay, wait a second.
I brought this as an informative post. I do not own any pets currently. So you both own pets. And I was like, you know what? I'll learn a lot today, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first thing I'd say is she made it sound like she was gone for a weekend. She was gone for 6 fucking months?
Yeah.
How many months?
Okay. I guess with it being 6 months, that makes the monetary amount a little more believable. But sometimes you gotta just take a step back and be like, okay, am I really giving you $2,000? Like, you really want $2,000 to look after a cat? Like, it's not that hard. I understand it.
For 6 months?
6 months. Well, okay. What I would maybe say is the insane part is doing the math from a local like pet care place
That's
and being
awesome.
like,
that's so good.
yeah, I deserve like that much, but I'll give you the homie like sale and give 10 instead.
I just now have evaluated my worth as a pet care employee.
Okay, so I think the first thing we need to say is, why did they not fucking talk about this beforehand?
Yes.
How do you not be like, okay, so I'm gonna be gone a long time. I need someone to really like, it's a big deal. So like, I know it's not a light ask. I'm not just gone for the weekend. I'm gone for 6 months.
You know,
like I'll pay you, but I don't want to pay like pet care rates because I'll be out of my wallet.
Okay, this is how it happened. I know the types of people that this is. I am assuming a lot. I am assigning a lot of...
No, I'm in.
This is the type of person that expects to pay nothing and doesn't talk about paying anything. So when they do give money, it's like, oh, what a nice surprise. You know, we didn't talk about money,
true.
but I'm going to give you some money because you really helped me out. And they expect the reaction to be like, wow, thank you so much.
Money.
That's so nice. Okay. And I'm not saying, because I'm kind of at the poster's defense for saying that $2,000 is a ridiculous ask. But I also think it is equally ridiculous that she was not willing to talk about money up front, because you can't just like ask someone to pet sit for you for 6 months and just think it's going to be like all cool, bro. Like, no, that's 6 months where they're living in like a different spot. That's work. They're working for you, you know, like they're going to need something.
Yeah. No, I like where your head is at, because even if you didn't talk about monetary arrangements prior to the agreement, you know, when you come back or near the end of it or whatever, during those 6 months, anytime, I know it's off deployment, so I don't know how much communication you get
like
if you're
none.
deployed.
I think.
Right,
like
I assume none.
Yeah.
So like as soon as you're back or as soon as you get a chance to talk about it, you go, hey, I didn't get to talk to you about this when we first initially agreed. I think it's fair if I give you some cash for doing this as a thank you, and of course for all the work you did. What would be a fair amount? And you discuss, right? Like that's where you bring it up and you say that, not thanks so much. Here's a little prize. Here's like $300 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should also say $300 is definitely not 6 months of work type shit.
Yeah, that was like, that's a little, I don't know. That's you really, you gotta be like family, right? Like you gotta be blood to be like, I won't accept anything. You know, like if my mom asked me, like, can you take care of this pet for like 6 months? And I'm like, yeah, it sucks, but yeah. And she's like, I'll give you something for it too, or whatever. I'm like, all right, sure. You don't have to, but whatever. Like that's family. That's family only. I don't really want to do that for someone I don't know well. A coworker.
Now that I'm thinking about it, okay, all right.
You're like 2000's a little low.
It's
just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it's not that, because 2000 is a ridiculous amount of money for
It's a ridiculous amount of money.
Like if you are not, wife and I are, you know, we have many pets. We have multiple cats, multiple dogs. Whenever somebody watches the pets for us, we give them money for it. We either pay like a pet sitter that has done this for a while and is either has like a pet sitting business or whatever, or we have friends that like stop over and feed the cats or whatever it might be, right? We offer money for this because that is like a big deal, you know? And of course we pay people that are actual pet sitters that do this for a job.
Do it. Yeah.
I just think there is a point where it's like, I can't give you thousands of dollars. Like that,
right.
That is
no,
just,
I think you're right for sure.
I think you're right.
So it sucks because it's like definitely 300 is like nothing.
Yes.
Definitely 2000 is like, you can't just spring 2000 on someone. I think probably the way to solve this was to talk about it at the outset. But what do you do now? Like, do you up it to like 500 or like 1,000?
I mean, I don't know. No, I think you're right. I think you have to talk about it now and say like, okay, I think you do deserve some compensation. The 2000 bill is a bit of a surprise to me and a little bit much. I just can't like afford a 2000 bill. Can I give you more money, like say $500 or $1,000 or whatever? You know, what would be more okay? Because 2000 is just too much for me to pay. At that point, I would have paid for like a pet care, right?
Yeah.
Like you're literally grabbing the nearest like pet care center, which I don't even know if I would have done, you know? So can we negotiate down a bit? But I still, of course, want to pay you for the work you did.
Yeah. Because it really does. Boy, this is two people that just, I'm assigning dummies. The worst emotion. No, honestly, I hate to do this. I think this is a little malicious from both ends, right? Because I think
one of them thought they were going to get away with free pet care, and the other one thought they were going to be able to spring a huge bill on them.
Yes,
I'm going to make some money from this.
This does come off to me as two people that are like, I'm making out like a bandit here because we didn't talk about it up front. And now both of them, like, they butt heads at the end here because one of them's like, I'll give you $300 just because I'm so nice. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about $300, you know? Because honestly, for 6 months of pet care, they probably spent over $300 for.
Well, so that's the other thing is she says, I paid for the expenses.
Right.
Oh, wait.
She pays for the expenses at least. So it's like the food and
I see. Okay.
The other things that
So
that definitely
we're really
need to be paid
only
for.
paying for the attention here.
Right.
But
The 300's still not.
Yeah, because I like the way one of the commenters put it. It's $1.66 a day.
That's awesome.
Watching the cats for the $300.
That's in the arms of the angels money.
Yeah, that's. Sorry, that's really funny.
Right, like that. I'm like, oh, that. Yeah, that puts it into perspective.
Now that you put it into perspective.
I mean, that is half a fucking year. Honestly, I still. I'm really. The dial is starting to turn one way. 2,000 is just too much to say. Like, no matter what it is, no matter how, honest to God, like for a cat, it just $2,000 is just too much of a sum of money. But 300 is honestly like insulting. So. Man,
you got to be upfront with prices.
But
they're both
can't be.
dumb
We're beyond
in this.
that, dude. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that springing the 2,000 is insane, and that guy sucks. But also not talking about it, then not offering, then not conversing at the start, and being like, "Here's 300," is like, you're also crazy.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Definitely, it is crazy. Is it kind of beast mode though?
True. It is good. Wait, if she gets away with it, it's like insane. The
female cat owner
beast
manipulator
mode,
tactics.
Yeah.
$300 pet sitter. Yeah. That's so cheap.
I think I figured out where I land on this. To be honest,
we're not friends anymore. Yeah, I don't think you would be regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really in question at this point.
I got it. I think I
got it too.
Yeah.
Decision time.
All right, okay. Let's do it like this, baby. When it comes to this woman, is she the asshole Jordan?
I'm going to say no. Reason I'm going to say no is the question at the top is, am I the asshole for not wanting to pay my friend $2,000 for watching my cat? $2,000 is a ridiculous number. I can't get it out of my head. Like, that is just too much. That's just so much money to ask. I get that it's 6 months. I get that it's a long time. You aren't like a pet sitter for a job. You are kind of doing this as like a favor. You know, I know you should get paid for it. And by the way, if you ever have somebody watch your pets and you can pay them, please talk about it and do that, because it is a burden.
Beforehand,
yes.
Please. Beforehand.
She is an asshole for the way she behaved through this, her demeanor about this, the honestly insulting rate of pay that she wanted to give this person. But for specifically the question at the top, which is not wanting to pay the friend $2,000 for watching the cat, I don't think she is an asshole for not wanting to pay specifically $2,000. That's how I'm approaching this.
Danny?
Yeah, you took away what I was going to say. Okay. You are not the asshole for wanting to not pay $2,000. I think that's a crazy rate. Regardless of how she approached it and that she sucks for her own reasons. If she like worded this post differently and the conversation happened differently, where like she was like, oh, I counter offered and I said this and I communicated, she'd be like super in the clear. But that ultimately doesn't matter at the initial onset of being like, I would like $2,000. And it's like, all right, yeah. You are also an asshole. So you're not an asshole for not wanting to pay the $2,000. That I think is fair.
I think I'm also gonna land there. It just sucks because
it does suck.
Yeah.
I think both of us can agree that this woman does suck balls.
Yeah.
Yes.
That like we're not happy with what she's done.
No.
But at the same time, that is too much money.
Yeah.
That's definitely too much money.
Yeah.
Wow, 3-0. Okay. Theory, he highballed it so that he could get a decent low ball when she counter offers.
Oh, there's some schmoozing and smizing. One,
you know what I mean?
By both accounts.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think pretty much everyone involved is the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think pretty much everyone involved is evil.
Mm-hmm.
True.
The council has spoken.
All right, this next one comes from r/Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong? This is also 8 hours old. Oh my gosh, these are fresh today.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, fresh off the
Am I
shelf.
wrong for leaving a date and telling their husband they were cheating?
Ooh, drama.
Ooh. I really hate bringing this one up because let's just read the post, specifically because I hate Joseph.
Well, now I really want to know.
Yeah.
what could possibly be?
Oh, yeah. Just get it started.
Can we talk about this username though? I just want to point this out because this is me.
Disrespected ogre.
That's me.
Thank you, disrespected ogre, for the fun.
Are you a disrespected ogre?
I am very much so a disrespected ogre.
Ogre not even understand Reddit post.
Odyssey.
Ogre not even understand communication between pet owner and pet.
Am I wrong for leaving a date and telling their husband they were cheating? I'm a single man on a swingers site, and I started talking to a girl that I had met before on Tinder. She said in her Tinder profile she was single, and on her swingers profile that she was in an open relationship.
Ooh.
She claimed when I asked that her partner lived alone and they were both happily open to meet and date other people. I accepted this and decided it could be possible. After chatting for a couple of weeks, she seemed normal and we went out for coffee and usual date stuff, then went back to her house where things got very weird and disturbing. At her house, she asked me to wait in the living room, and I saw she had pictures of her partner and their wedding and the 3 kids they had. None of this was ever brought up when we talked. This should have been a sign ahead of time that she wasn't quite right, but I sat in the room. I was going to ask her in detail when she came back, but when she did, she was in a dressing gown and told me to follow her upstairs. I asked, could we talk first? And she said, we can talk later, just come upstairs. I follow her upstairs into a bedroom, but not her bedroom. She took off the dressing gown, revealing,
dude,
an adult diaper.
Dude.
And said, come play with me, daddy. It clicked that she had a child kink.
No,
that again, she had kept hidden, but also she wanted to do it in her children's bedroom.
Dude.
Oh no!
Dude.
At this point, I said I wasn't interested anymore and left. I got a bombardment of messages from her saying I was disgusting and a waste of space. I decided to take screenshots of her profile and messages and inform her partner, the one knowingly and happily in an open relationship, what had been going on and the fact it could have happened with different people. He said they weren't open, and I must have been making it up because his wife wouldn't do that and wouldn't do it in their kid's bedroom. Was I wrong for telling him the situation, or should I have left it alone? Danny, thank you so much for this. If the world was ending.
I knew it. I was like, I'm going to bring
I
this
want to
post.
age play with you.
Joseph is just going to sing that stupid song.
If the playtime was over and you wouldn't kiss my booze.
Oh, dude, this is really... I hate these ones, okay? Because we always get into this territory where I am very apt to want to kink shame.
Very anti-kink.
No, I'm not. But I'm not anti-kink.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
It's just like now
I'm not. I know he is. He's disgusting.
Oh my God. I just see situations like this and it's like the kink is not the problem.
It's not.
It's the children's bedroom. That's
that part.
Weird. That is crossing a boundary.
We'll ignore that part.
But actually, you know what? Here's the thing. There's no communication about the kink at all. Like, it's just...
Yeah, that was crazy work.
Yeah, like, you have to talk about these things first. Like, I'm not even getting to the fact that she's, like, cheating on her husband or whatever. I'm just talking about the kink thing. Because it's like, kinks are fun.
Communication's key.
You have to communicate about this stuff with a sexual partner, especially the first time that you're about to do it with them. You can't just whip off the dressing gown and be like, here's my dipe. Like, I'm sorry. I gotta know first. At least let me mentally prepare.
You gotta be like, yo, check out my dipe. Like, come on.
No, I can't.
That is an awesome one to just spring on him. Yeah. That is like the funniest possible one to just be like, yeah, and I'm into shitting out of my doo-doo ass.
This can't go in the episode. I'm gonna make a joke that really can't go in the episode. But what if she's like so into it where she just like shits?
I mean, I'm sure that was gonna happen.
I hope not.
It's a separate things.
Do you think there's like age play purists where like she has like the diaper on and she's like, come play with me, daddy, and the guy's like, listen, I know the Piaget conservation skills. You would not be this vocal at this age, okay? You're still in that. Either I've done a bad job potty training you, or you would not be this vocal, okay? And I'm just not interested anymore.
I thought you were gonna say like what if it's like she's like she poops her diaper and is like, oh no, I like it when we don't involve the poopies. I
All right, honey, let me change you. This is just not going in the episode.
None of that's going
None
in.
of it's going in.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it
No.
is. Yeah, it is.
Christ. Okay. Once I get past the we gotta communicate part, okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shady behavior from her, right? She's saying she's single on one site, but an open relationship on the other, like lying about living alone or whatever. Like this, clearly there's a lot of surreptitious actions on her part.
Yeah.
Okay, but let me hone in. Ignoring the kinks, ignoring this, let's just say it was just a bad match and he just was uncomfortable, whatever. And she's like, oh, you're a jerk, whatever. And he knows from like the wedding and like kids, like he's already out, right? Is it wrong of him to tell the husband?
Yeah, so here's where this kind of falls apart for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is, I get why he was like, I have to tell.
Right.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
But he was totally okay with every facet of this until the diaper came out, right?
Well, no. He was going to ask about the kids.
Yeah,
as
that's
soon
true.
as she came down. And
He
was
was
like,
going to
whoa,
ask about it for sure.
Right. And be like, what's the deal? Like, is
I
this...
just have to wonder, was he...
Because he's on a swingers site.
I know, yeah. But
so...
was he like, I have to tell... Or was he like, well, I got to tell now that I know she's into weird stuff like the diapers?
Maybe because it's in the kids' room, and he was like, I would feel...
Oh, yeah, like the
morally
alternative
not
is you probably have to
okay.
call CPS or something.
Right, exactly. Like, this is like not
Okay, yeah,
like cool.
no.
Maybe that's like the context where like, that's where it matters the most. And like, maybe that's where I'm like, I guess I understand it if you have a way to contact the guy and be like, I just think you deserve to know this. Do what you will with the info.
Joseph, I can see where you're coming from.
Right.
I want to give the guy more credit than that because he does talk about, like I'm looking around their house and I went to her living room and I saw that she had pictures of her partner and their wedding and the 3 kids that they had. None of this was brought up. So he's already uncomfortable before the diaper comes out. And Danny, you brought that up. This is the same thing you talked about, but I just really want to
That is true.
laser in on this.
That's true.
It's a good point that you bring up where he's like weirded out by the kink and then tells the husband, but I don't think that's what happened. He's already suspect before diaper time. So I think we can be a little bit more charitable with him here.
Yeah.
I guess I'll ask this because we're obviously all thinking it. Is there like a problem with the diaper thing? Like, honestly, like, what's the issue?
I mean, I don't think there is. If that's the thing, right?
Okay, no. I will say, to
literally don't answer him.
To do a little memeing, it's like, listen, the dipe thing, whatever floats your boat, man. But like, we've said this a couple of times before. You are not gonna have good results if you're like, let me spring this kink on them.
I just don't. I never.
You know what? Yeah, I know we're having sex and it's going well. Have you ever pissed on anyone else? Just a hypothetical.
I love that, like, she doesn't even get to the, I know we're having sex, but, like...
She's like, all right, step 1, it's dipe time.
Yeah,
the dipe is happening.
Joseph, you're joking. In the joke you made, where you're like, you're having sex and somebody asks, have you ever pissed on anyone else? That's more communication than they had. Like, you asked about that.
That is true.
That's
You are right.
actually a better way to handle this.
Do you think, like, what if, like, it worked? And, like, he was
I'm sure she was hoping it worked.
Imagine winning the lottery like that. Like, you spring a diaper kink on somebody
Like,
and it's
you
like,
found
no
your
way,
soulmate, and
that's
it's like,
also my
I
kink.
did it.
Oh my God.
I never thought I'd get this far. No, it definitely is like, I guess maybe she's like, okay, people who swing are more like sexually open or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, this is my highest % chance of being able to blind someone with the it's like the naked man, but it's like for babies, like the naked baby.
I don't know, dog.
Did you like that one?
I did.
I can
That
tell
was
you
That was
funny.
good.
That
That
was
was
funny.
good stuff. Good stuff.
I don't know. I really try my best to not yuck people's yums when it comes to this. It's just like, how can you assume that somebody is gonna be into it? You know, how would you like if you know, like you have to know that this is like a little on the weirder side. you know?
That's the thing is, like, even if it was a situation where he was into it, you know?
Yeah.
It's such a bad way of going about
It's
it.
terrible.
It's just like a horrible way of introducing it.
Yeah, I just can't get past that. Like, you don't... Where is communication? Okay, where is it? What happened? This is the
You're
perfect-
becoming like a old crotchety man. You're like, just missionary, no kinks.
I'm
But not
explicitly
even that. You're like
doing that.
Crotchety old
just
boomer, but for
consent,
sex.
no dubcon. You know? Oh my god. No, it is like you can't be like, well, you know, let's go for it.
Yeah, I don't
Especially with something like diapers.
I agree. I think we're, maybe ready to vote.
know. Yeah, I think so too.
I feel so bad for the guy though, who's like, oh,
I know.
I didn't know my wife was cheating on me.
But
I also like that he's like, she would never
she
do
would
that.
never
It's like,
do that.
buddy, you've got to have been like.
Come
do you
on.
think he like is checking the closet and he's like, wow, these are pretty big diapers for our kid. Huh.
Oh, I guess she bought spare pacifiers. That's heads up of her.
Yeah.
Our kids are in college now. I don't really know what the but hey, whatever. Like a really disinterested, like nothing guy.
He comes to her and is like, babe. And she's like, fuck, I knew this day would come. And she's like, yes. And he's like, are you having a baby?
Wait, this could be a really funny bit.
It'd be so good.
We got to patent this shit.
I ship it to SNL. Like, can we have like $1,000 or something? Can you shout us out?
Surely,
Shout the pot
surely
out.
you can hand us some cash. All right, we ready to vote on this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Decision time.
Do we think this guy's the asshole for tattling? 3, 2, 1.
Nah. I don't think so.
What a situation, though.
So, very quick addendum to this. I first sent this post in and I was like, this can't be real, right? But we'll give it a shot. I was the only one who read it. I checked the user's history. They're like replying the posts. They're being, for what it's worth, normal about it. And I looked in their history and we don't have to put this in the episode, but it was just like they made some other posts and their other post was, in Commander, does the attacking player have to declare all attacks at the same time?
It's always Commander.
The fucking swinging Commander.
It's always Commander. Always Commander
Like,
players.
Oh my
And,
god.
he's not doing anything crazy wrong. It's just like, it was just so funny to me.
No, it's hilarious. You know what it probably was? This woman probably saw him on Tinder and saw Commander in his profile and he was like, oh, I can do the baby thing. He'll put up with anything at this point. Commander. His standards have got to be pretty low.
I'm sorry, Magic players. Oh my god.
I'm not. Play a real format. 60 cards.
I've got no stake in Magic the Gathering at all. But I love the idea of just being the guy that makes fun of Commander. Even though I know nothing about Magic, it's just like, it's just funny to me.
Like, he's just like a normal gaming guy, which is just awesome to come to this and be like, well, because they mentioned
hey
in the-
guys, can you guys help me tune my Rexiel the Risen Deep deck? By the way, a woman just tried to do ABDL with me.
But like, that would be like a good story to listen to during a game of Commander.
Honestly, Table Talk is gonna go crazy, I will admit.
The Council has spoken.
All right, this next one comes from r/Am I the Asshole. It's 5 days old. Am I the asshole for asking why my coworker wears makeup every day?
Women shopping and makeup.
God. Shopping.
I hate women. I hate women. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. So I, 29M, was at work during a pretty long meeting with a few other coworkers. One of my coworkers is new, late 30s F, and the conversation steered around our professional experiences and history. Pretty standard, I guess. Midway through reviewing some boring stuff, this coworker asked me with a smirk, can I ask you a question? All right, real quick. They are using the 2 carats instead of quotes. So I'm going to clock them right now as Québécois.
Ooh.
Okay.
Or French, maybe? I'm checking the
I don't
comments.
know.
I'm bilingual and use a different keyboard from the norm, and quotation marks are different in this language.
Oh.
I'm saying French. I'm in on
Okay.
French.
I believe you.
Since we were talking about our professional lives, I was like, yeah, sure, what's up? And she followed up with, why do you always wear hats? Now, I'll be honest, I'm bald.
Jordan, get him. Get him.
Man, a bald man will always find a way to wear a hat.
And if I know one thing about bald men, oh, hold on, sorry, I gotta move my headphones so I can just like tussle my hair really quick. Sorry, 1 second.
It's not a video podcast, you fucking... All right, here we go.
We don't have enough money for that.
I need to explain to everybody radio style how I'm running my fingers through my very soft hair.
Awesome.
So
Run
mean.
your fingers through my big dick.
Through. All right. Anyway.
Now, I'll be honest, I'm bald. However, I like my baldness. I started balding at 21, and was like, fuck that. I just shaved it off instead of trying to style my hair in a way to hide it. Since my hair is super curly and compact, it just wasn't going to be an option. In college, people loved it, said I had a good head shape and looked like Terry Crews, Shaquille O'Neal, or The Rock. Not sure about the last one, lol. So I was pretty confident with it. Also, I mean, like, not to... This guy's obviously like a black man. It is funny that it's like in college, people were like, you look like those 3 black men that look completely different. Wow, you look exactly like Barack Obama or The Rock. Yeah. But when I turned 25, I started being mistaken for 30 because I was bald, so I started wearing hats pretty much everywhere. I grew a collection for all situations. A bald man will always find a reason to be wearing a hat. Grew a collection for all situations, work, gym, social life, anywhere besides weddings and funerals. With hats on at 29, I've been mistaken to be as young as 22. Not the goal, but yeah. The plan was to wear them until 30, then cut back when my head matches my age. Lol. Anyway, this coworker asks, why do you wear hats every day? To be fair, it's a corporate setting, but it's also in tech. We're in marketing, it's 2025, so smart casual is the rule of thumb and my bosses don't care and dress in hoodies and hats to work some days. I responded like, yeah, I like hats. And she said, but every day? So I said, I'm bald. I like my head shape, but I don't want to look like I'm 35, so I'm going to wear hats for now. Plus, I look good in them. Now, I wasn't thinking, and she's probably also around 35 or older, so I may have offended her, but she replied, 29 and wearing hats every day to hide? Wow. This struck a nerve with me, so I responded, well, since joining, I've seen you wear makeup every day, even casual Fridays or on your work from home team calls. Why do you wear makeup every day? There was a muffled giggle, but it's clear the atmosphere was tense. She got heated and said, that's a sexist question. And I said, how? Other women in the office just don't wear makeup every day, and my boyfriend, sometimes this guy's gay, wears makeup when we go out to a high-class event. He just doesn't do it every day, so why do you wear it every day? She got heated and silent, and one of the other coworkers went back to focusing on the deck. I feel like her and I are not on the best of terms, and she will not talk to me now. Am I the asshole for asking why my coworker wears makeup every day?
You just couldn't keep your mouth shut. We had a good thing going.
We had a good thing going, you asshole.
We had a good thing going in the office, you asshole. You and your pride and your ego.
Okay. The obvious immediate response to this is, I mean, that is kind of a sexist question, right? Like, that's, you can't just really ask that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously.
Dude, yeah. What is with men? Dude.
I know.
Like, I get it. You were upset and pissed off, but listen.
Bald man asked why he's bald. Of course he's going to be pissed off.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. It's like, I don't know how.
Here's what I'll say. It was an annoying ass question, because you see a 29-year-old wearing like a beanie and you know damn well why he's wearing the goddamn beanie.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's because he's bald. All right.
Yeah.
Like, don't make him say it. But like this snide ass Reddit shit where he's like, oh yeah, well, you're a fucking woman.
Like, why?
I'm sorry. I'm
like,
just
why?
not on
I'm
board
sorry.
with it.
I can't do it, dude. I can't. It's like a gay guy being like, yeah, like, why do you wear makeup every day? Shut the fuck up, you bitch.
Hey, hold up. Why are you doing a voice for the gay guy?
I'm not. It's my voice. I'm gay.
Oh,
really?
Prove it. Get your ass over here.
Prove it.
It's okay. Like, I am mandated to go to bat a little bit for him to say, like, when she goes, why do you wear hats every day? And then she goes a little bit further than she needs to and says, but every day? 29 and wearing hats every day to hide?
He gives her a satisfactory answer, and she's like, no, come on, I want to hear you say it.
Yeah, like, I want to hear you
say
tell me
you're a bald little baby.
Like, she does suck too, but you can't ask that question. Like, oh, I'm bald, but you're a woman. Like, I'm sorry, you just can't.
So good.
You just can't. Like,
Oh my god.
What if she was also bald and she's like trying to mog him? Like he's like, I'm bald, and she takes off like her weave and she's like, oh yeah, watch this.
yeah.
Me too.
It is, it's so tempting.
Okay, let me put
to
it
just
this
be
way.
like, oh yeah, you're bald, but you want to wear hats? Interesting. You like it, but you wear hats?
Shut up. What if she genuinely was not trying to be mean? Is there a world where she's not?
What if the world was made of pudding?
I'm just asking, like, maybe.
I think it's possible, but the double down makes me think like, oh, you just want him to say, I'm a gross little piggy.
Yeah.
Okay, but what is her goal then? Like, what if, like, I don't
He's
know.
being
Like,
mean,
embarrass
I
him.
think. I don't know.
I guess so.
She's ribbing on him. He talks about like she's smirking at me, and you know.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
I think she's trying to do a friendly joke,
It's a tactical put down.
and then he's trying to take it to this weird level of like, oh yeah, well, you
Woman
wear
alert.
makeup.
Woman
That's-
alert.
Bitch.
Yeah. Like, this is gonna come off to people as, well, she was making fun of an insecurity and he's making fun of an insecurity, so it's the same thing. Feminism destroyed. And that's like it's not what this is. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not. Like,
Bald guys love to be like, I experience misogyny.
yeah.
They love to do this
like-
shit. It's their favorite thing to do. You know how hard it is to be bald? I feel like I'm almost a woman over here. It fucking sucks.
That's me. I'm the baldsogynist.
I was gonna say, I was like, I need.
All right, that's the title of the episode. Bald saw. Yeah. I was just typing it now.
If there's one thing I'm good for, baby. No, it's I really, if you're getting caught in that thought process, like, that's just not what this is, right? Like, makeup and all that stuff obviously has a much deeper societal context than like being bald. And it sucks what she did here. I'm not gonna defend.
Yeah, like the reason that women have to wear makeup isn't because like they're balding and they want to hide it, is because they're ugly.
Dude,
and
God,
no. It is a completely different situation. But I will say I understand the impulse, like when someone's being like catty and snide to you, to like whip back an epic quip. And it's I hate to be like this. Based on the response he describes in the post, it sounds like it did go over well. It sounds like he fucking owned her. And like the office was like, oh, he got your ass, you dumb bitch. Like,
Owned, you stupid idiot. I hate Jeanette in
it
marketing.
does kind of sound like you got her. You can now cut it out, you know?
And everyone clapped.
Yeah, exactly.
The first one where he was like, well, why do you wear makeup every day? Where she gets like embarrassed, you can cut it off after that. You don't have to keep
it'd be
going
like,
no, please explain. Why don't you tell the class while you slather your face in that disgusting makeup?
Yucky.
You old ass hag. Yeah, I mean, do we want to vote on this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Decision time.
Was this guy being an asshole when he said this shit? 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it was,
I mean,
I get that you got her or whatever, but it was like dickhead behavior.
It makes sense. You're heated. You're gonna argue, but like it doesn't. It doesn't make it awesome. You're like, wow, you're real misogynist.
Not great.
Good shit, dude.
The council has spoken.
Oh my god, these were 3 good ones. Thank you, Danny.
Thanks.
All right, any closing thoughts from the squad?
Oh, fuck. I gotta go fix my bed.
Yeah,
One second.
sorry. I gotta go
Oh,
work on Danny's
fuck.
internet. He's
Thank
cramped in his
you.
bed again.
I gotta go fuck Danny.
Yeah.
What if you're fucking in the bed and it turns into the saw trap and vices your face closed?
Well, that's my
Let's play a little game.
What if you're eating pussy and it turns into the bear trap from Saw and like smashes your head open?
I was thinking like, oh, let's play a little game. And it's like, oh no, we're stuck like this. What do we do? Okay, the game's gonna have to be on hold for like 8 hours. Everything's
The AWS
offline.
system has been down.
You spent your entire life poaching animals from the Amazon. Well, today, you'll miss the Amazon more than ever.
Good. Good one, man.
All right, let's get out of here.
Bye bye.
All right, bye.
I'm done. Out.